Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 3 of the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we are going to go through Hirata Estate. Hirata Estate is an optional area. It's actually a memory, so it takes place in the past. So if you're interested in the lore and storytelling of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, it's a very important area. We will be going through the entire area, culminating in a story boss fight at the end. I highly recommend that at the very least you have the loaded shuriken available. You get this pretty early on in the game. I don't even know if you can miss it, but we got it in the last walkthrough, I think. So definitely have the shuriken. It makes the boss pretty easy. We're also going to get one other item, and that is the snap seeds. So, the snap seeds are a finite item, meaning that you can't. I don't think you could buy them infinitely, at least not for a long time. But they are very useful for the boss fight. So, let's consume our 4 prayer beads. We'll increase our health. And then let's travel to the Underbridge Valley. And I actually can't remember if the snake will be here or not since we passed it. I think the snake will be gone. I can't really remember. Start dropping down. Once you get like used to the movement of this game again, it just feels like butter. It just feels so good. Okay, yeah, I think the snake is gone. Yeah, so that item right there that you see, those are snap seeds. You also get one just before the boss fight, but one isn't necessarily enough. Guess we gotta do the wall hug. Okay. Cool. Get a few snap seeds. Get 5 of them. Very helpful. They are an optional item. You don't like they're not necessary for the boss fight, but they make one of the phases really trivial. So that's why I spend time going to get them. All right. So now that we have that, we can jump out of here. And then we're going to go to this idol over here. And then just warp back. Okay. Now let's go to Outskirts Wall Stairway. We have to get an item from an old woman here. She gives us the bell, which allows us to go to the memory of Hirata Estate. Ugh. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That was a mess. It'd be lovely if you could all turn around. Thank you. All right, great. Oh, hello. Didn't even see this guy. Okay, perfect. All right. I'm just going to heal up just in case, because the woman is in this house, but sometimes enemies are around. Okay, so this is the woman's son. And he asks you to look after the woman who's ringing this bell. I think if you listen closely, you can hear it. Yes. So you can either say, I'm not your son, or say nothing. She doesn't believe you either way. But she gives you the bell, which is the young lord's bell charm. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to use that bell and visit Hirata Estate. Actually, it's actually quicker if I do this. Homeward idle, back to the dilapidated temple. Okay. So, with the bell, we're going to enter the sculptor's hut, and then we are going to pray here. And with the bell offered as a token, we will be transported back to the memory of Hirata Estate. And while this happens, I'm just going to open a window. Okay. Get a little fall breeze going on in here. 3 years ago. Okay. So now we are reliving a memory of Wolf here in Hirata Estate. Always turn around for items. I mean, I never use pellets, but we're going to pick up every friggin' item in the game. Don't you worry. Okay. Alrighty. So here in Hirata Estate, there are a number of items to get. A number of very important items. Okay. So Sekiro mentions like something is amiss in this memory here. And that's for a very important like lore reason that we will find out later. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to wait for this guy to turn around. Actually, yeah, okay. Okay. Get some Earl. You can throw oil on people and then light them on fire. Dousing powder, that gets fire off of you. So there are a couple of dogs that are going to come after us. Switch over to our shuriken. Oh. Yeah, here they come. Shurikens are great for dogs because it's basically a range weapon, you know? Guys with torches, you want to try to attack them basically like as far away as possible because they can stick you with the torch, as you saw earlier. And that can actually deal some decent damage to you. Okay, before we really jump into Hirata Estate here, I do... Oops. Yeah, whatever. I do want to show you something. There is a creepy little vendor over here. Something was spotting me. Oh, it might have been a fish. Okay, so there is a creepy little vendor over here called a pot noble. And the pot noble... Yeah, it was a fish. So if we speak to the pot noble, he will ask us to give him carp scales in exchange for items. There are 2 pot nobles in the game, one here towards the beginning, and then there's one way further into the game towards the end. There are a finite amount of scales in the game, and only certain carp drop scales. I think the ones with the red eyes don't, or something like that. But as you purchase things, generally they'll offer more, I think. Let me just see something really quick. Pot Noble Sekiro. Yeah, treasure carp scale. There's a total of 42 scales in the game, and all the items cost 40, so you get 2 extra. So this is Pot Noble Harunaga. And there's Tiny Precious Bait. Okay. So basically there are 2 pot nobles in the game, and there's an item that you get called a precious bait. And they're truly precious bait. And then that will cause him to sell you more items. Most importantly are the mask fragments. Although... What is it dancing? Sorry, it's been a long time since I played this game, so I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay, the dragon mask allows you to change points. Right. Precious base, one of 2 key items. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, so there are 2 pot nobles. Each one has a specific truly precious bait. And then if you use that truly precious bait, that specific pot noble sells more items. But you have to choose which one you want to use. That's what happens. I do not recommend trying to kill carp at this point. Because they swim away, as you can see. And since you do not have the ability to swim underwater, attempting to kill carp is kind of a crapshoot. It's just not going to go well. I think there are ways to find a couple of scales here and there without having to kill the carp. I think there might be a couple laying around. I could be totally wrong, but yeah, until you get swimming, don't bother. But once you get swimming, just come back here because there's actually a ton of scales here. All right, so here is the Sculptor's Idol, the first one. Oh man, we're almost to our second point. That's nice. All right, and now we have a bunch of stuff to go do. Got a lot of items to collect. There's our second point. That's nice. Oh, fire arrows. Forgot about that guy. I don't know how I managed to dodge that. That was crazy. All right. Cool. So there are a couple of Shinobi prosthetics here, which are very important. I could have sworn there's something in this. Maybe not. Okay. I guess not. All right. So we have the axe and the flame vent to pick up. Oh my God. I was trying to be sneaky. Didn't work out. I don't know which way this guy's coming. Here he is. All right, cool. So, inside some of these houses are people that you can speak with. And they will give you hints for the area. Okay. Yeah, that's everything over here. You do want to be careful because there are dogs, and dogs can smell you. But that's why shurikens are so helpful. Oh, there's a guy with the bow. Those guys are quicker than Ghost of Tsushima archers for sure. Mm-mm. Okay. Being honest, I've been playing the Ghost of Tsushima DLC for like, I don't know, a few weeks. So I am like very used to enemies waiting for me and like taking turns. That is not how it works in this game, which is great. I would much prefer it. I would much prefer it the Sekiro way than the Ghost of Tsushima way where everybody waits their turn. Well, it doesn't always happen in Ghost in Tsushima. Sometimes they don't wait their turn. Ooh, that was close. I just heard a dog. Oh, man, that was really tough timing right there. That was nice. Okay, so it takes a lot for that guy to wake up. But very important here is this item. This is the flame barrel. This allows us to create the flame vent Shinobi prosthetic. So it's at this campfire. Yeah, a lot of these guys are just like in a drunken stupor. So that's why they don't really answer the call of their allies, you know? Okay, cool. Got 3 skill points. Why don't we spend those? I always forget that you could just... oh, you do have to go to a... you do have to go to an idol to spend. Okay. It's always worth checking out these houses. Yeah, there's another drunk guy in here, I think. No? Could have sworn I saw him sitting. All right. Moving on. So, up here, there will be a fallen gentleman whom we can speak to. And he tells us to take the Shinobi axe from the temple, which we will do. You do want to be careful, though. Ooh, we can actually eavesdrop. What the heck? I spammed the deflection there. Okay. All right, roosters. I always forget about the roosters. Oh, no. Okay. Cool. So, we can open this up, and then this leads back to the first Sculptor's Idol. But if you didn't kill everybody, there will be some enemies here, but it's all good. So we can come over here. And I think the only enemies here, yeah, are roosters. Yep. But we're going to find a familiar face here. Oh, actually, I think it's in the next area. Yeah, okay, so this guy we've met before. This is the vendor that we met near the chained ogre. So this is important. So the 3-story pagoda is housing a treasure. I actually cannot remember what the treasure is. Oh, actually, I know what it is. It's Raven Mist, I think. So maybe a 3rd Shinobi prosthetic. It does have a difficult mini-boss fight, though, so you want to go in prepared. So there's something in here. that, oh shit, that the raiders did not want to take from Buddha, and it is actually our axe. So let's open it up, and inside we will get Shinobi Axe of the Monkey. The Shinobi Axe of the Monkey is incredibly, incredibly strong, and we will be coming up on some enemies that have shields. And with the axe, we can break the shields in one blow. So it's a really, really important item. So the 3-story pagoda that the thief was, or Hanabe, I think his name is, was talking about. I guess maybe it's not visible from here. Anyway, we'll get to it. Don't worry. There's another eavesdrop available here. There's actually just a villager thing. I just want to make sure we don't get jumped while we're over here. Okay. Alright, so there's a Shinobi Hunter. Okay, so we get some antidote powder from this person. And there's one more back here. Okay, so that guy doesn't like us. Okay. So, what we're going to do now, we're going to come over here. Grab a bundled Juzou statue. The Juzou statues allow you to get one of your resurrections back, which is helpful. Okay. But we're not going to use it really anytime soon. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to go back to the Sculptor since we unlocked this shortcut. Normally, I would just keep going until I can't, but there are 2 enemies there with shields. And so we're just going to go get our new prosthetics. Okay. Okay. So, sake for the Sculptor is incredibly important. We're not going to give the drinks just yet. We are going to create the loaded axe and the flame vent. And then we get the prosthetic esoteric text. And the trigger for getting this, I think, is getting 3 prosthetics. Yeah, after you fit 3 prosthetics, you get this. So it's basically a talent tree for prosthetics. And then let's see if we have any upgrades available. Spring-loaded axe. Okay. Yeah, we don't really have much to... We don't really have any upgrade materials, so... we absolutely want to equip the axe, though. Okay. And then we can spend some skill points now. Shinobi Marshmallow wants to perform a forward Dashing slice. After using certain prosthetic tools. Use the grappling hook to launch oneself at an enemy and use that momentum to perform a rolling sword attack. What else do I have? I'd rather go this way. I need 3 points for this. Covers vitality upon performing. I'm going to save a point for this right here. All right, let's go back to Hirata Estate on the estate path, and we will continue our little journey here. We're going to be approaching our first mini-boss, which is the Shinobi Hunter. What we can do, though, is we can actually just sneak along here. And this allows us to get through this area without too much combat. I really hate these guys. Okay, cool. So, make sure you have your loaded axe at the ready. And then you can do that, and then you get a free death blow. And that's the way to deal with axe guys. You just hold R2, charge it up, press R1, get the death blow, and you're good to go. Okay. So this area, you can see a guy in white over here. This guy right here, where Wolf's head is, this is the mini-boss. But we want to be careful because he's clearly got a lot of friends around, and that makes things kind of difficult. And you can reset aggro, or try to at least. Doesn't always work. Okay, they gave up. It's nice. What I actually recommend doing is trying to kill these two guys over here. You can see one of them has a torch. It's really helpful if you kill these guys. Okay. Kill the archer. Okay, now we have the boss. So his lunge attack, we can do a Makiri counter on. Yeah, that attack right there, we can Makiri counter. Just like that. Deal a ton of posture damage, get some free hits. Bing, bang, boom. No big deal. You just press circle as it's about to hit you. And then you can always jump on people. Ow. You can jump on the attacks that you can't Makiri counter when he's about to swirl around. You just jump and then press X again, and you do like a bounce on them, and it deals posture damage. But that is the Shinobi Hunter. And then just past him is a new save idol, or Sculptor's idol. Now that we have 3 points, we can acquire some skills. Not available. Do we have to learn everything on this level? Okay, we do. All right, no big deal. All right. So, I just want to check something. We can start... What the hell was that? That's strange. We can start trying to get to the 3-story pagoda, I think. Okay, it might be somewhere else. Ah, damn it. I gotta kill this guy with the axe. Thank you. Oh, dear Lord. Wow, that was incredible. Yeah, playing Ghost of Tsushima before playing this game is not a good idea. Okay. So, what we can do is we can keep wall jumping off of this over and over. Oops. And then we get up here. So this is actually considerably further than where I want to be. We're just going to activate the Sculptor's idol, and then we're going to leave. Yeah. There's a couple ways to get here. I recommend just jumping. I was going to recommend wall jumping before he hit the ground, but I was too late on that. Okay, so we're going to jump back into the river. Although, you know what? It actually might be easier to do this backwards. Oh, okay. I got a resurrection back. That was nice. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this backwards. All right, so we're going to start at this new Sculptor's idol. And that's the hole that we came out of. There are a lot of enemies here, so you want to be careful, and you can't hug the walls because they are on fire. There are also a good number of enemies up here on the rooftops. Unless I'm thinking of something else. You know what? You can't do it backwards here. I was thinking of something else. Okay, we have to jump back down the pit. All right, no big deal. You visit this place again later on, and it's like slightly different. So that's what I was thinking of. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Instead of trying to screw around, let's go to the bamboo thicket slope idol. Whoa, Elden Ring footage just got released. Oh my god. Okay, it's not running super well, but... Wow. Jesus Christ, this game looks fantastic. Wow. It's only 27 seconds. Just give me a sec. Whew. Anywho. Elden Ring, baby. Alright, so from the idol, we're just going to go straight up. We can attack some things from the side, which is helpful. Wow. Okay. That's weird. That is strange. Okay, are you going to crash again when I kill this guy? All right, good job. Good job, PlayStation 5. Jesus. Okay. So, let's do this. Let's jump into the water here. And remember, when you unlock swimming, you want to come back here. All right. So, we're going to come up here. And then we're going to... Let's see what this does. I want to see this person show something. Yeah, okay, they do. That's very helpful. So you want to break that. Again, remnants were not a thing when I was playing this game. That was added in DLC like a year later. Okay. So there's a mini boss here. And it's very difficult. He has a lot of kicks and a lot of stuff. He's right up there. What happens if I throw a shuriken at him? I think he just aggroes him. Great job, John. You can parry his kicks, and then he has a kick that you can Makiri counter as well. What? There you go. So if you parry that whole sequence... Parry that whole sequence, you get a Makiri counter. We get some scrap iron for our troubles. And then inside, this should be Raven Mist, I think. Mist Raven's Feather. Yeah, okay. So Mist Raven is like one of the coolest Shinobi prosthetics. We'll equip it a little later on. But it is really, really rad. So this is that 3-story pagoda that the thief Hanabe was talking about. So we got it. And so what we can do is a really flashy execution. As soon as the red appears, you want to mash that button. Don't let this guy get away. There are guys behind you. Oh, this just goes right back here. Never mind. Okay, if you're wondering, this is where the game crashed, where we killed those 2 guys, and this is the river we jumped into. So we really haven't gone far at all. We basically just went vertically. We just scaled the building pretty much, or scaled the cliff. Okay. All right. Great job. Okay, so now we can come over here. And then we have these guys to deal with. So we have 2 guys with shields. I don't think that's a major item, but let's go get it anyway. Here's some dousing powder. Okay. So, this guy is tough. He's got a big baseball bat. Very deliberate swings. But just watch his hands, and that will give you the tell of when you're actually going to get hit. All right, so now we have a couple guys with shields, but we know how to deal with these guys now. Just break the shield with the axe. There you go. Great job. Okay, and then this is the entrance to the 3-story pagoda. All right, fistful of ash. Okay, we're not ready for that just yet. Come up here. I think... Again, you come here twice, so I kind of can't remember. But anyway, let's speak with Owl. This is our... It's unclear if it's like our birth father, but we get the hidden temple key, which we need to rescue the divine heir. And he tells us to remember the Iron Code, which is to... always respect your shinobi over all else. And that comes into play when selecting an ending. So keep that in mind. Alright, so now that we have the key, we can now jump along these cliffs. And basically, we would now scale this area. But since we've already done all that, instead we can come down here. Now, again, I'm just sort of interested in what's here. I don't even remember this. That's one. Wow, okay. Alright. I felt like I definitely countered in time, but I guess not. Referring to walk away. Yeah, some enemies you can't fool. It's weird. Buddy. I thought he was going to do the sweep. It's okay. It's really not a big deal. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to warp. Oh, God, that was tough to look at. We are going to warp back to the Dilapidated Temple. And we are going to get Mistraven. Mistraven is one of the flashiest. It's one of the flashiest prosthetics. It basically allows you to teleport. Okay. I don't actually see any upgrades for it. It definitely has upgrades. You can like get fire and everything. It's pretty cool. It's one of those things though. If you use it outside of combat, you kind of can't tell what's You kind of can't tell what's happening. But basically, it allows you to counterattack, like teleport, dodge, and counterattack. It's really cool. All right. So let's go back, and now we're going to go to the main hall, and we're going to fight another mini boss. Juzou the Drunkard. Juzou the Drunkard is very often people's like first gigantic roadblock. He's surrounded by a lot of ads, and we can actually kind of take our time killing all those ads, and then focus on the boss. And we can actually, it's one of the very few times in the game that we can get help. So, all right, let's come up here. You do want to be careful because these guys can see you. You want to wait till they sort of disperse. Oops. I'm going after the archer. Okay. Come on. So there are some things in these houses. Divine Confetti. You really don't want to use Divine Confetti on anything that doesn't require it. It is tempting to use, though. It does make your sword purple and look really cool, but you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So, now that we've done all of that, it's time to talk about Juzou the Drunkard. So, Juzou the Drunkard is... He's hard to see, but he's a big guy in the distance. Right where Wolf's head is, he's got a gigantic sword. He comes with a lot of friends. However, you can recruit a friend too. This guy right here in the blue, you can ask him to help you. However, he can die. So, what I recommend doing is circling around, killing all the ads, getting the jump on Juzou for one hit, and then running over and talking to this guy and asking him to help you, and then it's just a 2v1 with you, him, and Juzou. It's way easier to do it that way. So what we got to do first is get rid of all the lesser enemies here. But they will sort of call for help, and then guys will come running. So you got to be quick while you're doing this. And you can always reset aggro and just run away for a while. Okay, great. Yep, Juzou's awake. Careful, he can jump you. He's fast. He's not slow. Yep, there he is. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run away. Basically, just gonna make a circle, and then now we're gonna try to kill the other guy with the axe, or kill the other shield guy. Oh, there he is. I was like, where is he? You blended in so well. Okay, we're good now. Very good. So that's all the ads. And now we can get the drop on Juzou. Oh, shit, never mind. Sauce. Not helpful. We may have to, like, completely run away. Like, run away really far. And reset that way. Yeah, once you hear the music go away, you're pretty much safe. But the reason we do it this way is because it allows us to keep this helper guy for as long as possible. Thought there might have been something over here, but I guess not. And helper guy has a name, I just don't remember it. Alright, so Juzou is just walking through the little house there. Dude, there's no way you see me. I think he might just stay there. Okay. So with Mist Raven, the idea is to use it, or press R2 to counterattack. So as soon as an enemy blow is about to hit you, that's when you want to do it. I will warn you, if you run too far away from Juzou after dealing one death blow to him, he will completely reset. All right, here we go. So he can drink and then poison his sword. See, there you go. And then what you can do is you can actually press a direction. I gotta drink it. You can actually press a direction. Oh god, he's like really weak. What's going on? He should not be this weak. Oh no, he died. Shit. It's okay. Basically, you get the unrefined sake and a prayer bead. That sucks. He gives you a snap seed, I think. Actually, I don't even know if he gives you anything. It's just cool to keep him alive. Alright, there are a couple of enemies in here. Wow, I'm surprised he died so fast. Alright, there are a couple of enemies in here, including one that has a pole arm. So we gotta be a little careful. And then there is also a Shinobi wall. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Okay. If you hug this wall, you can actually flip around and get some more items. Balloon of Wealth, light coin purse. And then open this chest. I think there's a big coin purse. Or it might be a prayer bead. Prayer bead. Okay. So you just hug the wall again. Just gotta move to the center. God, what are you doing? I feel like there's another wall here for us to break. No? Okay, whatever. Alright, so let's rest at this idol. And then we are now going to fight Lady Butterfly, who's the final boss of this area. Let's go ahead and acquire skills. Increases damage inflicted to posture upon executing a Makiri counter. Yes. Okay. Very good. Let's just rest as well. So, Lady Butterfly, you want to make sure you have Shuriken equipped as well as your Snap Seeds. You want to use the Snap Seeds during the final, or not the final phase, but during the mid phase where spirits show up. This gentleman here, he gives you one Snap Seed. All right, and then we move the floor. We go down and we fight Lady Butterfly. Lady Butterfly is a really cool boss. And so with this fight, she will sort of... She has like a bunch of regular attacks. but then she can also throw kunai at you. You just want to block those. However, she has like what I would call like phantom kunai, maybe, that track you. And for those, you just got to run around and try to use the beams in here to intercept them. She will also jump onto the rafters or jump onto strings and like just sort of try to get away from you and reset her posture. All you have to do is throw a shuriken at her while she's up there, and then she falls and it deals massive posture damage. So that's kind of a trick. And then phase 2, she will summon spirits. Just use a snap seed, they go away. If you don't have any snap seeds, it's no big deal. You can, I think, just wait it out, or you can just attack the spirits. They die in one hit, but they can overwhelm you, so you got to be careful. And then phase 3 is just basically phase 1 again. All right. So this is Lady Butterfly. So you can kind of get her into this loop where you hit her twice, she turns around and kicks. Oh no, my shuriken didn't go off. Oh, I have Mist Raven equipped. Son of a bitch, I didn't take my own advice. I'm tempted to restart this. Yeah. I'm going to take True Death and we're going to restart this. I did not have the Shuriken equipped. That's my fault. Okay. So, luckily, this guy's always here, and so you can always get a death blow just in case your resurrection counters are low. You can just keep killing him. All right, let's do it again. So sorry about that. Yeah, that backswing kick is like butter. Oh, God. Every time. She's hit me with that every single time. All right. We at least got a resurrection back. So now, heal up, equip your snap seeds, and then once the spirits show up, we're going to use a snap seed. Confused why the spirits didn't show up. There we go. Okay. And then basically just rinse and repeat. Every time. Jesus Christ. This might take a few tries. I'm just not doing well at dodging her bullshit. Yeah, that attack, like, it's so smart. It's like such a smart attack pattern because she gets you in the rhythm of hitting a couple times. That was weird. Okay. All right, we'll try it again. She's difficult. There's no doubt about that. She is difficult. I just hate using so many snap seeds and not killing her. Because it really does make that last section so much easier. Hey, Unseen Aid. That was nice. Here, we'll try it again. There we go. That's what you want to do. Wow. Perfect. Take it a little bit slower. Great. Okay. It's phase uno. Oh, come on. I guess you gotta get it when she's flipping. There you go. There's Lady Butterfly. One more for good measure. Okay. Get the Shinobi execution. And then the Divine Air appears, I think. Get the Sakura Droplet, which is a pale pink crystal residue known to form when an immortal oath fails to establish. Increases resurrective power, allowing one additional resurrection. To repeat the vows of the Undying and be awarded resurrective power once more surely necessitates the aid of a divine child of the dragon's heritage. So, we have this item, but we can't actually use it until we reach the Divine Air in the current timeline. Alright. So what's going to happen is we're going to try to leave. And then I think we get ambushed. Yep. but do we see who it was? Well, the divine air resurrects us, so that's that. Okay, so back in Ashina Outskirts. Okay, so we don't have any more of those, and we can't really. I guess we can upgrade. Let's do this. Okay, cool. So that is it for Hirata Estate. How much Sen do I have? 379, not much. Okay. Two skill points. Let's go for the grappling hook attack. Nightjar slash. Potency on heals. Yeah, definitely want to upgrade that. Okay. So, let us rest, and then that is going to be it for this part of the walkthrough. Oh, we should actually use the memory to increase our attack power. All right. Very good. So, in the next section of the walkthrough, we're going to go to the Ashina Castle Gate, and we're going to fight a mini-boss that, I can't exaggerate, is one of the most annoying mini-bosses in the entire game. It's called Blazing Bull. This thing sucks. I don't like it. There is a way to skip it. I'll try to show it to you. It involves like an out-of-bounds kind of glitch. I do have a guide for it on my channel. It still works. I know that for a fact. But it's tough to execute, and it's a really frustrating mini-boss. But we'll basically go through this whole thing. And, yeah. And then we will end with a really, really cool boss fight. Fan favorite, and definitely one of my favorites. But that's next time. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you want to support monetarily, you can do so by becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video, or donating to the channel using the link in the description. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.